I mostly blame Team America for the following, but I can't look at this movie and not call it Matt Damon in space. Hello, Star Command. Welcome to MaffmanJones Movie Reviews. I'm your host, John Maffio, and today's featured movie is the latest Ridley Scott film, The Martian, starring Matt Damon. It also features a tremendous cast. I'm going to try to name all of them off the top of my head. I'm not going to, but I'm going to try. Ready? Go. Jessica Chastain, Kate Mara, Sebastian Stan, Michael Pena, Kristen Wiig, Jeff Daniels, Donald Glover. That's all I got right now, but there's a lot more where that came from. The plot is pretty simple. Matt Damon is sent to Mars with a few others to dig up some dirt, and on their way back, they're about to get out, but Matt Damon gets flung away by debris and is assumed dead. His crew, thinking that he's dead, leaves him behind and goes on their 10-month journey back to Earth. Turns out Matt Damon isn't dead, so he, alone, deserted on planet Mars, has to figure out a way to live and survive for an indefinite amount of time while NASA and/or his crew find out a way to get him back. The Martian is definitely one of the best movies of the year. It is scientifically intriguing, a lot of fun, and thoroughly engaging for its 2.5-hour runtime. The movie is 2.5 hours, and it most definitely does not feel like 2.5 hours. It flies by. The pacing is extraordinarily fantastic. You don't notice it at all. The film does slow down at parts, and I'll explain why in a little bit, but the film never completely comes to a dead halt. Whether we're on Mars with Matt Damon, or on Earth with Jeff Daniels, and also Sean Bean, I forgot to mention Sean Bean, and a couple other people, the film seems to move at a good pace, and you're always on the edge of your seat, because you want to see Matt Damon get out of this thing alive. And a movie like this could get boring fast, but thanks to a very optimistic and charismatic performance by Matt Damon, the film is a lot of fun to become engaged in. His character is a great character because he's always looking for a way to be a step above Mars as a planet. Because if you're one person on a planet that hasn't really been inhabited much in earthly history, you have to be very smart to find a way to live for months upon years. And he finds a way day in and day out, or as they call him, Saul, to live. And it's really fascinating. I know it's a movie, and some things are dramatized, but this is, at least in my eyes, seeming to be the most accurate and scientific portrayal of what would happen if a guy was left on Mars. All the terminologies, all the gizmos, the gadgets, everything that happens, all the junk in the dialogue, everything seems to be like it's coming from a place that is legitimately scientific and real. Despite having substantial sci-fi-ness by nature and incredible visuals, this does not seem like the type of movie to be directed by Ridley Scott. However, it is his best movie in years, and thanks to the superb direction, the acting, the progression of the story, Ridley Scott tells this movie that was based on a novel in a really magnificent way. It's extremely visually impressive, but it's also unsurprising because Ridley Scott in space are like Simon and Garfunkel or Hall & Oates. You can't take them away from each other. If you didn't know any better, you would think they somehow got to planet Mars and filmed this movie on Mars. But the complete reality of it all also helps you get engaged into the story. And you were going through this with Matt Damon's character. The movie starts off right away. Within the first 5-10 minutes, no spoilers here, it's happening. Matt Damon is stuck on Mars by himself, and it does not waste any time getting into the nitty-gritty of the plot, and it's great. And for a while, you are stuck with Matt Damon, but then there are other parts of the movie where we switch to either the crew that Matt Damon was with or Earth, and these scenes could have been terribly boring, and sometimes they may slow the movie in pacing, not in a bad way, but they service the story in a way where you kind of want to see Matt Damon more than these characters, but they are serviced well. However, if you do become somehow bored by the other things, you will definitely be glued mostly to Matt Damon and his little insurmountable situation on Mars. It's a constant uphill battle for him, and when he succeeds in doing little things, it's really satisfying. When he is unsuccessful and he fails at certain things, it's also really heartbreaking. Also, I didn't read the novel, and I don't know if this was part of the novel or this was something that was added for the film, but there is really retro 80s and 70s disco music in this film, and it gives off this Guardians of the Galaxy vibe because that movie also had retro music in a space setting. It really actually helped make the movie all the more immersive and fun to watch. There was a lot more to be said about The Martian, but I'm gonna send this rocket ship back home and wrap this all up. The Martian is a fantastic scientific voyage that really teaches you a thing or two about NASA and space, but is also a very personal, intimate story about Matt Damon, who is trying just to get off of Mars. It's a very Castaway type of movie without the depressing nature. It's a crowd pleaser. You can have a lot of fun with it. This is a movie you could take anybody to see. There are some profanities in it, but it is still a very fun movie to watch for all ages, in my opinion, and you definitely should watch this first chance you get. It's one of the best movies of the year. I really liked it. I don't know if I loved it. I had to watch it a couple more times, but I really, really like The Martian a lot. And I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's a darn good movie. Highly recommend it. BB-8 approves too. But now I want to know from you guys, what did you think of The Martian? Also, if you were stuck on a planet in some type of galaxy, doesn't matter where, what would you do about it? If you enjoyed this video, please like it, please, and subscribe to my channel. Check out my Facebook and Twitters in the info box. I'm John Maffio, aka MaffmanJones, and I want to go to Mars now and destroy some hell demons. Wait, that's the plot of Doom. It sounds like fun. See you guys next time.